I did listen for a quick couple of minutes, and you guys were talking about shoe surgeon, and
Yeah.
I heard you guys talking about custom and fake, and what's real, and what's not, and um. So I talked about this at the beginning of the stream. I didn't get
Those are
into
fire.
any details, but Nike filed a $60 million lawsuit against the
Yes.
shoe surgeon.
Yes.
And this actually surprised me because whenever I saw this, I was like, "But you work with him."
Right. As a matter of fact, he's got a if you look at his Instagram, he's got a Nike collab that's coming out this month, and he's advertising it basically as like a middle finger. It really feels like a middle finger to Nike and their lawsuit right now.
Yeah. So like I saw that they were doing that, and I'm like, "Wow, bro! Like, wow!" So I don't, I'm not a lawyer or anything, and like I don't know
Go to his
exactly.
website.
I don't, huh?
Go to his website.
Well, I have, and the only thing that I've seen when I went there was he had some Adidas stuff on there.
Oh no, you've got to click on the other option. Unless he's taken it down since Wednesday,
Hmm.
you got to look at the other options. Because so I kind of broke it down. We kind of broke it down and figured out what the actual problem was with the shoe surgeon and why they decided to hit him with a $60 million lawsuit. Um, and a a shoe designer, Saya Collective, uh, somewhere in America. He has his own shoes called the Culture Vulture. Um, he broke it down as well. Like he fully explained it. But I'll let you go to his website really quickly and pull that
All right,
up on
I'm gonna go there, but before I do that, I'm gonna read this article just a little bit, just
Mhm.
to give people the information. But it says sportswear giant Nike is accusing American shoemaker Dominic Cabrone, better known as the shoe surgeon, of unauthorized use of trademark and counterfeiting of his designs. This was reported by Instagram account Sneaker Legal based on a court document from the U.S. court published on July 15th, 2024. The founder and CEO of the Shoe Surgeon is no stranger to the fashion industry. He makes custom sneakers for stars like Justin Bieber in the past. He collaborated with Gucci to design a limited edition Gucci basket sneaker. He also regularly gives sneaker personalization workshops in America where anyone can learn to design sneakers themselves. Sportswear giant Nike sees a problem with these workshops. A court document states that Nike repeatedly asked the shoe surgeon not to use Nike sneakers in both workshops and sales, and he did not comply with the sportswear giant. As a result, Nike is filing a $60 million lawsuit against him as compensation for the alleged damages. Then it says here Nike files multiple lawsuits. Nike is often the subject of lawsuits. Last year, the company filed a lawsuit against New Balance and Skechers. The two shoe manufacturers are accused of infringing on patented technology. Sportswear brands Adidas and Puma were sued by Nike with similar claims, both of which were eventually settled their lawsuits. In early 2023, Canadian sportswear brand, I never heard of this, Lululemon,
Oh yeah, Lululemon. That's a popular one. That's been around for a long time.
was also served with a lawsuit by Nike. This case is still ongoing.
Yeah,
But yeah, let's go ahead and let's go look at his website, like you said. So
and then we'll kind of we'll break it down a little bit. So first go back to the top and then go to yeah, shop. Go to shop. So it's not this one. I mean, I'm pretty yeah, but I mean, you can see he's got like lobster New Balances. He's got like Adidas right there. Like, I don't remember if they said Adidas has said anything to him, but I mean, he's got Adidas right here. And then if you go back up, I mean, he's even got Birkenstocks.
yeah,
But if you go back up and you go to the second option,
Merchandise
yeah,
or
I think
open
that's, I think
commissions.
that,
Let's go to
it
merchandise.
might be, yeah, yeah, it might be open commissions. It's there. It's there though. It is blatantly there. Go to the second option because
That just brings this up.
yeah, let's see. That one right there just brings, yeah, there it goes. That's part of the problem right there. Right there is part of the problem. Those off-white Jordan 4s over there, I know that's a huge part of the problem. He's even got the little Doc Martens or whatever those joints are. Then he's got the Travis Scott lows.
These black and white ones are kind of fire. Actually,
Yeah,
these
yeah, those are the best ones. Yeah,
these right here are fire, bro. We got bandanas
yeah,
imprint inside of it. I like that.
yeah.
That's dope.
And you see your reaction. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Now, if you go back up and then, what option is it? I think it's he's selling shoelaces for $150.
Yeah, I don't.
Accessories and apparel, I think it's in there.
So are these fake? Or are these
Yeah.
custom?
They're fake.
Okay.
They're fake. But if you click on that other stuff, out, and then you can come back to this. I'll tell you why it's fake.
What do you want me to click on?
Accessory. Is it accessories and apparels? No, it's Surgeon Academy. Like it's one of those where you'll see like a drop down of all of the what is it? The patterns. He's selling the patterns.
Okay, so he's selling the
Like you go back.
He's selling. No, here it goes. The workshops. Look, he got a pair of off-white Travis Scotts here in 3-hour in-person session because this is what they mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he does online and in person.
Unlimited access to our materials and equipment to customize a pair of shoes exactly as your creativity designed.
Yeah. But if you go to one of those other options that's at the top, if you go back, he's got like the main patterns. Let's see, is it request a project? I think no, it's not that. But he's got the main patterns for Jordan 1s, the highs and the lows. He's got the main patterns for I think Jordan 3s, and they're clearly laid out, the pattern designs. And he's selling them for $500 a piece.
I wonder if people actually buy it.
Yeah. And he's also selling the tools in order to do what he does. Like they're in packets. Hold on, let me see if I can.
So he's teaching. So he's teaching people how to make shoes, basically, and Nike doesn't like that.
Yeah. So what I learned from watching Thaya. Okay. So Nike does work with the shoe surgeon. And basically, Dom is one of those cases where you hear adults all the time say, you give them an inch and they take a mile.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did. They gave him an inch because they did custom, they did like custom pairs, like the Ruffles Anthony Davis one that I got.
Yeah.
The Twix pair. Okay. And I found it. I'm sorry, James. I found it. It's under Surgeon Academy, and then if you go to the store, and it says store laces, merch, tools, bundles, kits, and patterns. But all of it. And then, oh, he took the patterns down. Okay, because Wednesday night he had the patterns up for the Jordan 1s, the Jordan 3s, the Jordan 1 lows. I mean, and he's selling shoelaces for $150 a pair. But you give them an inch and they take a mile. They let him work with they worked with him on some projects, and then what it is he turned around and abused that ability and started mass producing, because there's no way that he could offer this service on his own. It was the mass production on the large scale that made his operation a fake operation, which is what made Nike come after him. He could have gotten away with it if he was just doing pairs here and there, and then if he were breaking the shoe down, taking the original pattern and then laying his material on top of the pattern, he would have been able to get away with it then as well. But once you start mass producing in large numbers, as Saya Collective explained, you're making reps. You're basically making rep pairs. And that's what Shoe Surgeon is doing. He's manufacturing these pairs. So he's into the rep territory.
Yeah, bro, because like whenever I go on his website and I go back to, was it Bespoke?
Yeah.
And it says here, click here to submit your request. So he'll just he's just going to create you like new Travis Scotts. Here you go.
Well, he ain't gonna do it. Ling Ling gonna make you a pair of them Travis Scotts using the materials that he requested. But yeah. So
you know what my problem with this lawsuit is? It's not that Nike's wrong, because they're not. It's not that they're wrong, but like, you need to hire this dude.
That's what a lot of people have said.
F trying to sue these people. Hire them.
But I think their prices,
some of the stuff that they do is better than what you give us, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? I think their price is too high. I mean, you know,
it's too high because he's making one pair or something.
Right. Because, you know, okay, let's take it to YouTube. A lot of YouTube channels that went corporate, a lot of those members of those YouTube channels are leaving. Some of those channels be my favorite, like Donut, or you know, car content channels like that. A lot of them are leaving because these companies aren't allowing them to be creatives, which is what they started being. Like you, me, everybody else that participates in this space, we're creatives. And I really think with Dom, when it comes down to Dom and Nike, he's making some serious bread because these ain't cheap.
Yeah.
So if he's able to make this kind of bread on his own, and Nike has said over the years, when he started mass producing shoes, they figure, and this was just a guesstimate number, they figured he's made somewhere in the ballpark of $60 million within the last 3 to 4 years. Just imagine, he's been doing this for longer than that. So that's what they're suing him for. They're suing him for the last couple of years. So if he's able to make $60 million in the last 3 years, why would I want to work for Nike? For them to stifle me and put me under a contract to say what I can and can't do, limit my creativity, and then if I decide that I want to leave or break the contract, they're going to sue me, or they're going to put a
yeah, but at the same time, like, I get it, like, you're creative, but you're creative with their product. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you created your own brand called Brick. You know what I mean?
True.
And Brick is bussing. You're creative with somebody else's identity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you know, the problem is Nike let him partner up with them. So
Right.
they kind of gave him the okay. So I mean, apparently he's got a better reach than what Nike does, or he's got what Nike needs. Because he's tapped in with all the athletes. Let's be honest. He's tapped in with all the athletes, the celebrities, people with huge social media influences. Because they damn sure ain't giving us no shoes. They not giving us no shoes.
Right.
They're not asking us to come, visit Beaverton.
Right. Right.
Like, so I mean, I don't think. I mean, Dom is like their kid. They're just giving them a little whooping, man. Sometimes your kids need a little spanking, and this is what this is. It's just a $60 million spanking. Now, to us, $60 million is bananas. Like that would ruin us for the rest of our lives and for our kids' lives and their kids' lives and their kids' lives. But I highly doubt that they will hit Dominic over the head for 60 million. Man, maybe they will, because Dominic is that kid that's just like,
well, honestly,
screw you, Dad.
The original post that I saw, like statement from Nike, said we have continued to ask him to stop. If you remember that, so it seemed like they ain't even want to do it, but like they kept asking, they kept sending him in for, I guess cease and desist or something like that.
Right.
He just said F you and just kept doing it. And so now they're like, well, I guess we have to sue you. So
I think they've asked him between 4 to 6 times, and all 4 to 6 times he's just been like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. So I mean, I don't feel bad for him. And he clearly has the bread. When you're charging people $2,000 to $3,000 to attend your class, and people are attending those classes, and then
he's got a name. He's made a name for himself. Even like me, I'm not even all that familiar. Sorry, guys. My girl is at the Ludacris concert right now, and
that's dope.
And she's texting me and stuff. But
she's an ATLian.
Yeah. Well, dude, Atlanta's my second home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what was I saying? Yeah. Oh, I'm like, even me, like, I'm not all that familiar with him, but like I know who he is. I've seen his stuff. Like I know that Nike worked with him. I know that they worked on stuff together and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like when I saw that they were suing him, I was like, yo, wow, that's crazy. But like that, but see, that's the problem with Nike though. Is like take these Travises for example. Like they may not look all that like great, but like yo, he's got like patterns in there that they ain't do. Like it's stuff like people like this that have creativity, right? Those are the people that they need to try to lock in and get on board. You know what I mean? Instead of just making, the camo threes. You know what I'm saying? Like they
also that's what kind of time we're on. We're gonna attack the camo threes.
I mean, no offense to anybody that likes him, but like
now, I don't like them. They're not my favorite, but that's just kind of beating somebody when they down.
But instead of suing all these, because this isn't they've sued everybody.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But like instead of suing these people, man, like why don't you give them a job? You know what I mean? Give them a job. Like how much could it really cost them? You know what I mean? You're charging 200, you're charging 200 and 250. Well, if you think about it, they give athletes hundreds of millions of dollars and all they do is wear the shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying hire everyone, but like, bro, like I don't like I don't know, man. Because some of these designs, like these newer designs, like they're just not it.
A lot of the new designs are trash, which is why they're just releasing a butt ton of retros, because number one, they're trying to give people what they want. So this is what I think Nike is doing. Okay. Nike is clearly out of ideas. I watched a Instagram video the day Nike stock tanked. You know, when that happens, everybody drops a video the same day, which kind of makes you wonder how much of a secret the tanking of Nike stock really was. But I watched a video where a young lady said, "I'm not surprised that Nike stock is falling." She said Nike was known in the beginning for their running shoes, their track and field shoes, which is true, which is how Nike started. Track and field,
Right.
running.
Right.
And she said Nike has long since gotten away from designing shoes for the runner in mind, their main target audience. She said she runs marathons and decathlons and things like that. And she said, I hadn't worn a Nike in I don't know how long. And she said other people, because she's in like run clubs and stuff like that. She said, I don't know how long it's been since I've seen a Nike at the run club. There's other running shoes that I've never even heard of. And that's one of the problems. Nike is allowing these other lesser brands or lesser brands compared to them to kind of gain traction, whether it be Saucony or Diadora or Asics or even Adidas. Like Adidas is, for lack of a better term, Adidas is at the end of its rope, but Nike has given Adidas life because Nike has fumbled the ball. Like they are seriously have fumbled the ball. But she talked about how Nike seems to have focused more so on retro classics and Jordan and things like that. And I agree with her. But the thing is they've doubled down on Jordan to their detriment. Like they've, instead of increased the volume of what people wanted, they've just increased the volume of shoes in general. And it's been a large volume of what people don't want.
Right.
So therein lies the problem. Like we get a ton of complaints. We hear, and for somebody like you and for somebody like me, we've done this for so long that it kind of falls on deaf ears for us, but there's new people that come in all the time. We've heard it so much. Like, why not make more of these shoes? And more of these shoes, be it the Deion Sanders Diamond Turfs, the Travis Scott collabs, some of these ridiculously limited Nike SB collabs. We've been begging for more of those for forever. I got back into the shoe collecting in 2016, and it's the same stuff I've been hearing over and over and over and over and over again since 2016. Now we've blamed resellers, we've blamed botters, we've blamed backdooring, we've blamed everything. And we've refused to put 100% of the blame on Nike because they could easily just make more. They could easily just produce more. And I don't know the logistics behind it, but I feel like I don't have to know much of the logistics enough to say that we should 100% blame Nike. And they know it.
Right.
They know it. And even if you build popularity for it, take the Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks, for instance. How many people crapped on this release?
Before
how many people
everybody.
Right. How many people talked down on this release? How many people continue to talk down on this release? But I mean, and the resale prices aren't crazy like they were in the beginning, but the resale prices are still high. Like $400 for $120, $120, whatever it was, like $100 something shoe, $200 something shoe. Yeah. It's still crazy. And even though people crapped on this shoe, guess what? It's still sold out. And there are still people saying, I want this shoe. Why? Because Nike didn't make enough of it. So I say all that to say it's Nike's own fault they're in the position that they're in. And they're too, I guess they're too stubborn to do anything about it.
Also, they're judging their numbers off of inflated COVID numbers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, whenever you look at the pie chart and they're in a boardroom and they're looking at their sales for 2020, 2021, 2022, they're up here, but then 2023 and 2024, down here.
Right. Right.
So I mean, I
Nike is their own worst enemy. Nike's gonna be their downfall.
It's not even that they're gonna have a downfall. It's just, dude, like, it's in this economy, like, no, you can't eat a shoe.
That's true.
You can't
That's
live.
true.
You can't live in a shoe.
That's true. $210 is ridiculous for a shoe when they could easily charge $190. And I don't believe that we're looking at $200 price ranges. Because I mentioned this Wednesday. I don't believe we're seeing $215 price markups, $220 price markups because of the economy. I strongly believe that we're seeing an increased hike in retail prices because of the simple fact that Nike saw resellers making a large markup price off of their shoes. And they said, we want to get in on that action. If we're selling the shoe for $160, be it the Jordan 1, and somebody's selling it for $300-$400 release day, hey, that means people are willing to pay more for the shoe. But the thing is Nike, we don't want to pay more for the shoe from you. We want to pay, we're paying more for the shoe because you didn't make enough for us to get it. Larry G, absolutely. That's facts. Nike, your shoes are not worth that much. And they're not. They're not. I mean, we got to a point back in 2020, 2021, where we were happy to say 160 was good enough for me. 160 for Jordan 1. What was it? I don't think Jordan 4s, I don't think they really started to ramp up at that point. But we were okay with Jordan 1s being 160, that 160, 170 price range. And then we were okay with everything else being like that 190 price range. We were fine with that. When they started trying to see how far they could push us with the collabs at $200, $210, that's when we were like, okay, hold on now, hold your horses. But we were willing to pay that $200, $210 because it was a collab. We understood that the collaborator needed to get paid a little bit. So we were okay with paying that. Now making regular releases like a Jordan 4 SB is not a collab. Let's be real. That's not a collab.
It's not.
That's two companies within Nike.
I mean, it's a different division in Nike, and they do their own thing, but it's still Nike, bro.
Right. Nike still owns them. Nike, they're not doing anything extra as far as expenditure. They're not paying for ideas or anything like that. Yeah. It's all in-house. So that's not technically a collab. I mean, it might be a collab between two different brands under the same umbrella or two different subsidiaries, but it's not a collab, in my opinion. A collab is when one company joins up with another company and they partner up to make a product, i.e. Travis Scott and Nike, i.e. a basketball player and Nike, i.e. the bicycler. Why can't I forget it? Why can't I Nigel Sylvester and Nike. Those are collabs in my opinion. So Nike's not doing anything extra. So why are we being charged $210 for a Jordan 4 SB? Because we're playing the fool. Now, I guarantee you, if we don't pay that $210 and we let those Nike SBs sit, they'll go on sale. The next release they do, if we let it sit, they'll go on sale. And Nike, the following, no, they're not going to do it the following year, but the year after, they'll stop charging us that $215 for Nike SBs.
They never bring the price back down, bro. That's the thing. They would rather keep that price at
yeah, you're right.
$215 and then let them sell on GOAT for $182.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
I've never seen. Yeah, you're right. I've never seen. Now that I think about it, I've never seen Nike.
Yeah, they're not going to bring the price down. They would rather let that sneaker sit, and then sell them at the Nike outlet or whatever, and you know what I mean? Because then it still gives it the illusion that it's expensive, but then you know what I mean. We all pay way less than that everywhere else, so it's
right. So
I'll be right back.
At Fitz said, so you are saying the Tatum 2s is a collab? Yes, the Tatum 2s is a collab. Anytime you have to pay somebody outside of Nike and you all create a product, you all come together to create a product, yes, it is a collab. And I'll give you an example of why it is a collab. The Diamond Turfs. Now, Nike owns the shoe. Nike owns the pattern. They own that. But the name was owned by Deion Sanders. Why do you think you didn't get a true Diamond Turf up until this year, 2024? They released, I believe, 2 Diamond Turfs. They tried to release 2 Diamond Turfs in between that time from the original drop to 2024. But they could not put all the original branding on it because Deion refused to sign with Nike. He was not happy with Nike not paying him. Whatever his reasons were, he wasn't happy, so they couldn't do it. So that ended that collaborative relationship. Now, when Deion signed as a head coach with Colorado, and Colorado is partner with Nike, they kind of had to make up and do the behind the scenes things. And they got back together, and now you have an official Diamond Turf. I don't know where my Diamond Turf is. I put it up, but that's different. Current players. No, that's not different because, like you said, Tatum. If Tatum decided to end his contract with Nike, they could no longer brand that shoe as the Tatums. They would have to brand it as something else. An example of that is Yeezy, Kanye and Yeezy. When Kanye ended his contract with Adidas, they could no longer call those shoes Yeezys. And Yeezy is what was selling the Adidas brand. It wasn't the shoe, because let's be honest, the shoe is terrible. But Yeezy was the Yeezy name was selling those shoes. Now, Adidas and Kanye came to an agreement that if they allow, that's why they had to come to an agreement. That's why Adidas had to kind of pander to Kanye and request that they use his name. Fitz, I don't know where you're going with it, but I don't think you're understanding. But the point still stands. A name and a product is still a collaborative effort. It does not matter how you want to twist it or tweak it or do whatever you want to do with it. It is a collaborative effort, because without the face of a product, the Tatum would not sell without Tatum. The Tatum would not sell in the manner in which it does without Tatum. The Yeezy would not sell in the manner in which it sells without Kanye. Kanye is not a signature athlete. but it's a collaborative brand. It is a coming together of two companies. Maybe you need to look up the definition of collaborative brand. And it's not being, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you or anything like that, but maybe you need to look up the definition of collaborations between brands so that you can have a better understanding of what a collaboration is. I wish I could pull up the stuff for you and put it on screen, but I don't have that ability. Because I don't think you fully grasp the concept, but collaboration by definition is the action of working with someone to produce or create something. So they had to work with Jason Tatum in order to create something. Adidas had to work with Kanye in order to create something. Deion Sanders had to work with Nike in order to create something. Don't get it misconstrued. Don't misunderstand. When they come out with these colorways, they ask these athletes if they like the colorways, and sometimes they go against some of the wishes and say, I think it would be better because they have more of the say so in the collaboration. And sometimes they say, okay, well, we're going to go with what you like because you are bringing us what we want. And that is young basketball players buying our product.
And fans of theirs.
Right. So yeah, I'm not sure what you were trying to say, Fitz, but yo Sosa, man. Hey, yo, what's good, brother? What's good, yo? Larry G said, if you hit for retail, it's like you're getting scammed on prices, and if you go resale, it's like you're getting scammed. That's true. That is so very true.
For most things, not everything, but yeah.
And in order to get out of that cycle, the only way you can get out of that cycle is to stop selling these products out. But for the small amount of people in our culture, let's say everybody that was a sneakerhead decided we're going to rebel against Nike. And we're not going to pay these exorbitant prices, and we're no longer going to continue to sell these sneakers out. There's millions of other people that might see the shoe on the shelf and be like, hey, yo, I love this shoe. Let me go ahead and buy it, because they don't know anything about it.
Yo,
hey, Larry G.
Shout out to Larry G, man. Gifting
Larry G, man. What's good?
Memberships, man.
And appreciate you, Larry G.
And that went to A. Fitz, Oliver, Mr. Abby, Vic, and Kicks for Days. Yo, shout out to Larry, man. Thank you so much, bro. And congrats to everybody who got them.
He said, yeah, I meant certain shoes. Hey, right. Facts. That's absolutely 100% correct. But how to fix that problem, I wish I could tell you how to fix that problem. But I know we can. Hey man, blessings to you, Larry G, man. Sure. And I know we kind of trailed far off of the shoe surgeon thing, but to get back onto the shoe surgeon. Yes, at this point he is making fake shoes. They are reps.
Mm-hmm.
Everything on his website is fake. Like Soul Priority said, everything is fake. Does that mean he won't have the blessing to do collabs in the future? I highly doubt it, because like in the report said, like James said, Nike asked him more times than they've asked any other company
to knock it off,
stop doing what he's doing. And he kept doing it. So I mean, he need the belt. He need Big Mama's belt. And 60 million is big. That's one hell of a belt.
Hey, I like your shirt, Homegrown, by the way.
Oh, appreciate it. It says no one cares about your diet. Yeah.
I thought it just said no one cares. that was good enough for me.
Oh man.
But
No one cares is good. I mean,
yeah,
that's really all that matters. No
yeah,
one cares.
yeah.
Oh man.
I was talking to my therapist. Yes, I go to therapy. I was talking to my therapist, and I was like, she was asking me about something, and I was like, dude, I'm a man. Nobody cares how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's true.
Yeah. And she was like,
That is so true.
well, what do you mean? And I was like, yeah, it's like, I mean, you ask me and you're paid to ask me. I was like, but no one really cares how I feel.
Right.
Like no
If
one
you weren't
really,
paid to
yeah,
ask me,
more
would you
people
really?
care about my opinion more so than what I feel. You know what I mean?
Right.
As a man, no one cares how you feel as
That's
a
true,
man.
man.
And that's facts, bro. No
Yeah.
one cares.
They just want you to suck it up and keep soldiering on.
Yeah. So
that's pretty funny.
So when you said no one cares, like I thought about that, and I was like, yo, I was like, no one cares. Like, but so what else is going on, man? How's everything on the channel?
I just dropped a video. I guess I would say I just dropped a video. I know I've been needing to do it. I mean, there's nothing. To be honest, there's nothing going on. Well,
Yeah.
There's things going on, but there's nothing that I care about per se with shoes going on.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've preached from day one, I'm not gonna buy anything that I don't like or don't care about. Now, if you all, and I keep knocking this mic, but if you all care about it and want to see it, you all have to DM me or make a comment under a video and request that I get it before it actually drops to talk about it. But if y'all hey, if I don't like it, it ain't gonna pop up on the channel per se, unless it's just so ridiculous that like I just think it's funny to talk about it, i.e. these right here. And I've had these for a while and I still haven't done a video on it. And I've been
Is that the Kanye?
Yeah. And I've been contemplating ideas on how to do the video and things like that, but I ain't done it yet. So I'll do it eventually. The death of Adidas and the death of Kanye and all of that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I didn't drop a video this week.
Right, I did. I noticed last week was slow, and I noticed you didn't drop a video this week, which is good. That's good. YouTube, well, I don't know. It depends on how you look at YouTube. Monetary wise, YouTube might not like it, but it's good algorithm wise for you, because I've always thought like you drop way too many videos in 1 week. You don't allow videos to breathe, but that's only personal opinion. That's like
Well, I mean,
assholes.
dude, when I feel it, bro. You know,
Right.
like, I went so hard for so long, and like I was talking, and I talked about, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the stream, but I was talking to my girl, and like I spoke about this at the beginning. And I was like, after a certain period, though, it's going to be nonstop for the next year and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Next 20, like
So she's like,
November to 2025. Yeah, that's
so
gonna
she's
be
like, if you're going to take a break, take the break, because if not, you're not going to get one.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. So we spent a bunch of money on Windows. No,
Oh, she conned you into buying window. Are they energy efficient windows that you can write off on your taxes and get your money back?
Yeah. So, but
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
they're getting installed next month, and I'm getting 14 of these.
I might have some like some big news next time y'all see. Or not next time, but maybe the time after that, or maybe the time after that. But I mean, you're getting into some things.
You get married, or is she pregnant?
Man, neither. Neither.
Yeah.
But it's just, I guess, different steps, bigger steps, different steps. more so into locking down ideas and things like that.
What up, DS?
DS. Oh, you know what? Show that video that DS put in the chat.
Which one?
Pregnant? Don't do that. Heck no, nah, DS.
The one where they were fighting.
Yeah. What is the dude's name? From Cool Kicks. I don't watch Cool Kicks. I don't like any of their content. Like okay, I'm gonna, if y'all have not seen the video, it's somewhere. I've got it labeled. I think it's alive, but feel free, look at it if you want to. I don't care. But Cool Kicks is a bunch of freaking scam artists. I think I've done 2 videos on them. I've done a live.
Don't they clap everybody's channel though?
They ain't clap mine.
But don't they?
No, they don't.
You sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, no, they only clap people's channels who like negatively talk bad about them. Like they went after Trippin. I think they went after Trippin. But I mean, if you've got empirical evidence and you don't accuse anybody of anything, they can't clap you for anything.
All right, well, I'm gonna play this video.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right.
Rami, I think his name is, excuse me, got the hiccups. Rami is this dude's name.
We ain't got no selling them. You bringing them to me.
Okay, what you want to do?
I'm the one that's gonna tell you.
What you want to do, bro?
They fake. I don't wanna.
Bro, you fake, bro. What you mean they real, bro?
I feel like you're getting disrespectful, bro. I'm trying to sell you some.
Disrespecting my shoe, man. I'm a sneakerhead too.
Nah, I don't
think I got more shoes than you at your house, bro.
You probably do. Yeah, you probably. I ain't saying that.
You check them out, bro.
I don't even need to check them. Dog just look like that. What you gonna do? Come on, what you gonna do then?
I'll take all y'all. What y'all wanna do?
Bro, it's only over a pair. It's just a pair of shoes. I'm the legit checker.
I'm the shoe head though. I'm a sneaker head. I'm one with the dunk.
You selling?
Okay. KB said that video was old. So DS, you showing us old videos, man. And see, this I don't know whether it's old or not because I don't watch Cool Kicks content. Like I watched in the beginning 2 or 3 day videos, but when I realized it was nothing but corn stars and nothing else to try to bring hype to their channel, and it's just a weirdo running their channel, I stopped watching them, especially after I talked to the dude where he was robbed and then the shoes were taken to Cool Kicks and they knowingly sold his shoes after he told him he was robbed. I really stopped fooling with Cool Kicks. But in this video, as you can see, now Rami is not, whether it's staged or whether it's real, Rami is known for messing with people like this. You know, telling people their shoes are fake or telling them it's some kind of issue, or basically kind of like both of them ain't got no hands, or basically kind of like stringing them along. And then at the end of the conversation, he go, "Nah, I'm just playing. You know, we could just go ahead and do it." Whether this is real or fake, it's one big L altogether, real or fake. It's one big L. These sneaks, man, salutes to you, man. Appreciate you for coming through. It's one big L because we like the authenticity of sneakers when it comes to this, like interactions, purchases, the thrill of the hunt. That's what made sneakers exciting. If you're staging this, you trash. And it just goes to show how little of ideas you have and how desperate you are just to stay on top. If this is real, you can't keep playing with everybody. Everybody don't play with people like this. And Larry G, yeah, you're right. They are just shoes. But you know, at the end of the day,
nice shoes. They were just some dunks. Like
they were some dunks. But at the end of the day, it's principle. It goes down. It goes a little deeper. It goes to principle. Because if you walk into a store, let's say he's a reseller, and he's got a big following, and he goes into Cool Kicks, and at this point, when you walk into Cool Kicks, the interactions are going to be recorded, and I'm pretty sure they don't put all of their interactions on cam. So let's say you're a reseller and you go into Cool Kicks because you're just trying to offload some extra stock, and this dude tells you your shoes are fake. Imagine how that would impact your business if they decide to drop that video. That could potentially screw your business. All for their enjoyment, so they can get clicks and views. So then, yeah, you would be pissed off. I think I put in the group chat, it's almost like, what was the example I used? I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it up.
What you said?
Yeah.
You said Rami is known for messing with people. Another reason why I don't mess with their content. That one?
Yeah.
He asked to open some shoes and broke the guy's strap and told him, "You shouldn't have told me I could open them," trying to make their content good by messing with it. It's bound to go sideways.
Yeah. So another video, he asked the guy if he could, check the shoes out and unbuckle the strap. And the guy said, yes, sure, of course you can. Well, the shoes were so old, they were sitting in the same position for so long. When he unbuckled the strap, he broke the strap. And instead of offering the guy something because he broke the guy's shoes, he goes, well, you shouldn't have told me I could open the strap. Dude, what the hell, bro? What the hell, man?
But like honestly, like a real question, like, do people actually watch that type of stuff?
Yes, they do.
Like you, I mean, because honestly, like I don't care if people go in there and sell their shoe. Like I don't know, that doesn't
yeah. But like one of the I guess founding fathers of stuff like that was like Cam's Kicks and other individuals like that. But yeah, people actually watch that content, and he goes, I'm sorry, dude, it's your fault. You shouldn't have told me I could open the shoes. That's like, let me think of something real quick. What could I compare that to? I don't know. Usually I got something, but I don't know. But either way it goes, it's sad. Whether it's real or whether it's fake, it's sad on Cool Kicks' part. Why you would have to put somebody in a bad position just to shoot your views up. And I even made a comment somewhere else about that, where I was like, and it is just shoes. It is ridiculous that it's just shoes. But beyond shoes, like I said, it's the principle behind the shoes. You could be ruining somebody for just so you can move up in the rankings. If I got to step on somebody, I don't want to step on nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, also said touching a hot stove. But yeah, I'm not all for stepping on somebody. I'm a firm believer in what's meant for me is meant for me. And it is what it is, man. I'm who am I to try to stop somebody's success or whatever.
Happy birthday, Sosa.
Hey, happy birthday, yo.
I think it was yesterday, but either way, happy birthday.
People play with their lives a lot these days. Exactly. And you don't know what mental state somebody is in. You absolutely never know what mental state somebody is in.
You really don't.
If for a fact you know that those shoes are fake, that's a whole nother story. That's fine. But if you're bullshitting somebody, if you're BSing somebody just for clicks and likes and views and for the entertainment of children, come on, man, don't do that. That interaction honestly did not look staged. He looked like somebody where he was a perfect example of you don't know what mental state somebody is in.
I mean, obviously he might be down bad because he was just trying to sell
Right.
some.
Right. He might have just been trying to get a quick 50 or quick $80. So yeah, no. I don't admire. Cool Kicks allegedly tried to sell some fake shoes to another shoe store across the street. I talked about that too. I don't admire anything Cool Kicks does, and they're a huge joke to me.
What's beef?
Right.
But we're gonna shut it.
When you mess with us, guaranteed to leave you up under the bus.
We're gonna shut it down for tonight. We're gonna do the after live right after this. So for anybody who's in the tier 2 channel membership, we'll see you over there. If you want to join it and come over there with us, there's a link down in the description box for the second tier of the membership. It's like uncensored. We just kick it, have a good time, and we'll be over there. But Homegrown, let them know where they can find you at.
So across all platforms, it's Homegrown Kicks, even Twitch. It's been like 10 years since I did a Twitch stream, but I'm back into it. Homegrown Kicks on Facebook. Hey man, y'all follow me on Facebook because you can't stream on Facebook anymore unless you got 100 followers. So please and get that going. I'm trying to make that a really good community. Instagram, Twitter. I say some crazy stuff on Twitter. That's where you're bound to find HG Uncensored on Twitter. Y'all know how crazy I am on live in general. I'm extremely crazy on Twitter. What else? YouTube, of course. Instagram is homegrown_kicks. That's the only one that's different because somebody decided that they wanted to be me. Nobody's better than HG, the original Homegrown Kicks. But that aside, yeah, man. Sorry I was late to see y'all. I miss y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Soul to Soul Live, man. Love y'all again. Thank y'all for all y'all support.
And once again, congrats on the 1K, my guy. Congrats on the 1K. Yeah. Glad to see it. But yeah, I think I'll be making some videos this week coming up. I'm gonna cop them Jordan 1 lows tomorrow. Probably might get the OG Barons.
Some Baron lows. I don't know what them is. I probably won't cop them there.
Yeah, I'm getting them.
I like the RM.
And then I don't know. I think I'm gonna get a shoe early pretty soon here. But I'll have some content here pretty soon. And you know. And obviously we will be back next Friday with another Soul to Soul. Do you have a song for it today? You have a rhyme for
it?
Right.
No.
He's just showing them. Okay.
Yes.
So make sure you guys come back on Friday, next Friday, every Friday at 7 p.m.
What Larry put up there? That's a small script. That's like, what? You're going to go blind trying to see that. Larry, man, what you got going on, brother?
But like I said, if you guys want to come over to the After Live, link in the description for the channel membership. And we'll see you guys next Friday, man. Thank you guys for everything. We love you, and stay safe and enjoy the time with your families. We love you. We out.